Good afternoon. Um, I haven't posted in a while. And it's because I did try to be there for the on again, off again boyfriend that I've had for a decade because he's an alcoholic and I don't even and he's narcissistic. He's narcissistic. And why you know what? It is. It's because I'm a decent person and I care about him. I care about the person that he pretends to be. And I got to keep in mind that that person's not real. The person that I like is not a real person. And I always think I can handle it because I think I have my own form of narcissism myself. And, despite my best efforts, loneliness is a thing. And the loneliness gets you, and then you forget what they're really capable of. And he's not capable of returning a text message, which ultimately is the end of the relationship. Like, if you can't handle basic adulting, like, I don't even know what to tell you. But the truth is you know what? I am going to say it at the risk that whatever. But mommy and daddy coddle him. Right now, the only reason why he even exists is because mommy and daddy are paying for everything. And he acts like he needs it and like he deserves it. But reality is the stroke. The stroke wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for the fucking drinking. And now, he's finding out there's a whole host of fucking problems. And it's because, now he's got a monitor. And he acts like that's his savior. I don't know. But, dude, you're drunk all the time. Like, I just, again, I show up because I care, and I feel like I'm the only sanity he's got. I'm not even sure how sane his parents are. Like, I don't know how you enable all this willingly. I just don't understand it. And, I struggle with my own alcoholism and the amount of narcissism. And then it just becomes, sex, the bedroom has always been good for us. And it's not. He has really just degraded me to the point where I have no desire to even go over there. I've been dreading it, and last night it came to a great big head. And, he acts like it's because I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Dude, if he would have just messaged me, called, let me know anything, but I get silence. And then the other night when I went over there, it was a psychological, he's all nice and great, makes everything seem like a dream, and then in a matter of seconds, his whole fucking personality changed, and then it was psychological what the fuck. That's what it was. I can't even explain what happened. It was so fucking crazy. And then he acts like that never even happened. The fuck it didn't. And it was... Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Now, me getting a little crazy because there's no communication. To me, that's a reason to be upset about something. I'm sorry. That's basic fucking adulting. If you can't return a goddamn text message, fuck off. That's what I got to say. Fuck off then. That's too much goddamn work. Then leave me the fuck alone, right? Anyway. I just really wish I could meet somebody that isn't fucked up crazy. Oh, I can spout this. I'm alone and it's so fucking wonderful. I don't know. Not that I really feel like the relationships around me are whatever. Anyway, I figured I'd get on here and make a video once because this whole fiasco took me away from this. Took me away from my dogs, which I wasn't liking. Because we can't spend time here. God for fucking bid, we do that. I mean, if I would get into right now all the fucking walls I was up against, like, where does a relationship even go with that? You know, he's all weird about me being around his kids or his family or anything. Anything. And he's really just a spoiled, rotten brat. And he throws temper tantrums over nothing. Makes me wonder why I care about it in the first place. Well, do I care about him or do I care about the fake him that doesn't even really exist? And let's not even get into the fact that I don't know that there's ever a zero tolerance or a zero BAC level, blood alcohol content. I don't think his blood alcohol ever reaches zero, actual zero. It reaches maybe low numbers, but zero? No, I don't believe it. Not with what I witness. And he talks about sobriety. Why? Because you haven't had a drink in 2 hours? That's not sobriety. That's, I better get some more alcohol in me because I'm going to be sick. That's what that is. And that, whatever. Oh my fucking God. You know what? You get pulled in by your toe, and the next thing you know, you're being hurled around and beaten up by a tornado. And no, I don't mean to make it sound like he ever laid a hand on me, because no. He's not physically abusive. Mentally. Because if I could replay the video of what happened the other night when I got over there after I was done with work. He starts off with this, I love you and you're so wonderful, and then it starts turning into the sexual favors that he thinks that I owe him. And when the things weren't progressing like he thought they should, he flipped on a fucking dime. And nothing happened. I'm not even sure a word was spoken. But suddenly he was so goddamn pissed off that he had to inform me of how mad he was getting. And I was dumbfounded because... Mad? What the fuck do you have to be mad about? You don't go to fucking work, you spend all goddamn day drinking. Somebody else is paying your bills. What do you possibly have to be mad about? Especially at me. The fuck did I do? Whatever. Idiot. And that was the whole night. Like, I left there. He's all mad. Then I don't hear from him. I tried messaging him the next day. Not even. He ain't gonna bother with a fucking text. My fucking God. And then it bleeds into the next day. Because he ain't gonna text. Then when I finally did get something from him, it was about how horrible he was feeling. Well, you know what it sounded to me like? Like he'd gone too long without a drink. Why? Why even do that? You're not actually going to sober up. If you're not going to go through the whole process of getting the fucking alcohol out of your system, why even bother? I don't even understand that, but then I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? I would if you were going to follow through on it. But you're not. So, I'm not going to go hold your fucking hand. Why? I might as well have a drink in it, because that's where this is ultimately going to end up. And then, where's my sobriety in all of this? Because I'm frustrated to the point where I'm drinking. And I don't fucking want to be drinking. Like, the prison that he's locked himself in, he thinks he's got all the freedom in the world. The freedom to do what? You have to go get fucked up every day. Or you're going to be sick. Where's there any freedom in that? His whole life is wake up in the morning, drink a couple cups of coffee, immerse himself into them stupid online gambling bullshit until he can go to the bar. Till he deems it's okay to go to the bar. And then go down there and get all fucked up and drive home. Which... and then sit at home because you can't fucking go anywhere else. And you can't do anything because you're strapped to the next goddamn drink. You can't drive anywhere because you can't drive like that. He goes home because he can't be in public. Where's free? Do you see free there? You're strapped. And that is not a prison I care to be in. I was in that prison. And it was fucking miserable. And I can't deal with this. And I need to just accept the fact that there's, you know, the similarities between him and Mike are just insane. Like, Justin doesn't gaslight quite as bad as Mike does. But Mike's is kind of the same way. He's just not drinking. And he doesn't have sex. But there too, both of them, they will convince you that their shit don't work, but it works fine when they get what they want. So, is it dysfunction or is it manipulation? And I'm at the point in my life that menopause is a thing, and I just don't even fucking care anymore. I certainly don't care enough to fight all these battles. So, because the last month has just been miserable. Like, there's not you can't have a conversation. He's too drunk. Which would lead to question why I ever got into this in the first place. But there was a time. There was a time that we spent really a lot of really great quality time talking about everything. But I think he drank that version of himself away a long time ago. And this is just fucked up, and I need to hear myself say that, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this video. Because as much as I realize that this isn't me, this is him, I'm not proud of. I sent a gazillion frustrated text messages yesterday that I'm not proud of, and it's because all he would have had to do was send a message, and it would never have gotten to where it was. But he don't think he should have to, so then he doesn't. And I don't think I need to go into why that's a problem. And then it causes me to fucking do crazy shit I'm not proud of because of my frustration and my anxiety levels. And then he paints that I'm so fucking crazy. You know what crazy is? Not returning a text. And we're not talking, these weren't angry messages. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. But blame it on me. Whatever. You know what? I can return a text. And I guess the way I see it is if I'm not returning a text, there's a reason. Why aren't you returning a text? He tries to tell me that there's no fucking reason. Well, whatever. It is what it is. I'm freaking going on 20 minutes in. Alright. Anyway. I did things yesterday that I'm not proud of, but I will say that at least all of my stuff that was at his house that I really care about is here. And I just need a day of self-care and to get back to me, take care of myself, so my life doesn't end up in the bottom of a fucking booze bottle the way his is. because it's hard to even go over there and be around that, because you know, and then he tries to ignore the fact that the drinking is that bad, try to convince me that, you know, his health problems have nothing to do with the drinking. You know what? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I'm an alcoholic myself. I fight my battles, and I've fought the battle that he's in right now. Your health problems have everything to do with your fucking drinking, my friend. And unlike your fucking parents, I don't feel sorry for you. Well, my heart breaks because I care, but I have to. I have to walk away. And with that, I guess I am going to wish everybody a wonderful day. And I am going to take care of myself today, and everybody should take care of themselves as well. Oh, all right. And this is Jen from Jen's House of Zen, doing the best with what I have been given. I really need to hear that today, because I feel like an idiot for having even thought that this was going to be anything other than just another train wreck. Anyway, I am doing the best with what I have been given. Everybody have a wonderful day.